5 of the evening would see a hardcore match for the GPW heavyweight title, as Tim Lee would be cashing in his title opportunity won at the last show to challenge the champion, Bad Boy Joey Naylor. Now, I've seen these two in hardcore matches in other companies, so I had a rough idea what to expect. Also, I thought this one was absolute carnage throughout. I can't lie, you know. Oh, by the way, Tim Lee is good. He told me in person. He literally came up to me mid-match and said, Tim Lee is good. Write that down. So I did. And there you go, Tim Lee. You're more than good, mate. You're great. Anyway, these two, before the match even started, you would see Joey Naylor would tear up Tim Lee's Valentine's Day card. That's a bit harsh, didn't you think, Joey? So, Tim, being in a jovial, romantic sort of mood, would lay a smacker on Joey Naylor. And yeah, just at this point, Joey would head outside and the action would head into the crowd. Chops, 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 chops from Tim Lee, chops. Oh, just chops. I'm happy with that. Just, yes, you know, baking trays on the outside of the ring. Baking trays involved from the off. Just, yes. As I say, at this point, Tim Lee would walk past me and say he is good. Again, you're more than good, mate. Love it. Anyway, I love seeing these two go at it. Absolutely. Joey Naylor would be busted open at this point and he'd start to choke Tim Lee on the ropes. The table would be positioned in the corner. More bacon tray shots, you know, the use of a bottle. Tim Lee would wedge a table on the apron and he'd go to spear Joey Naylor, but Naylor would leapfrog and Tim Lee would crush straight through into it. At this point, Tim Lee would get up, he'd break a table into bits and he'd smash it over Joey Naylor's head. Joey Naylor would straight through it, just, yeah. At this point, yes. Joey Naylor would then grab the wooden spikes, ram them into Tim Lee's head. You know, I've never seen all the little spikes. They just absolutely stuck. None of them fell out. Tim Lee actually had to wrench him from his head, and at this point he was absolutely pouring blood. Even if he wiped it away, it was just, yeah, he tried his best, but he was busted wide open. But it would cause Tim Lee to laugh at his own blood, and he'd absolutely lose it at this point. They'd be back outside exchanging blows. Tim Lee would backdrop Naylor for a table, but the referee would declare it as it didn't count because of the fact it happened outside of the ring. Never heard that rule before in a Extreme Rules table match. But yeah, sorry, it was a hardcore table match. Anyway, the tax would come down and Tim Lee would pull his straps down at this point. He meant business. Joey Naylor would perform a Russian leg sweep into the tax. Tim Lee would hit a Death Valley driver into the tax. He'd head up to the second rope, but Joey Naylor would hit a low blow and then a Death Valley driver through the table to retain the strap. Oh my God, folks, it was carnage, it was chaos. Both men absolutely bleeding. This was what a hardcore tables match is meant to be like. Just, yes, what a match it was. These two just know how to put on a great hardcore match every time. Fantastic to watch, you know, both these men willing to put their bodies on the line for that strap, for the entertainment of the fans. What more could you want? You know, Tim Lee, fantastic bloke, fantastic talent. Love seeing him in action, and he certainly knows how to sell a hardcore match. Isn't afraid to bleed. You know, just, yeah, great to see every time I get to see him in action. Joey retained his title again. Fantastic talent. I love seeing Joey any chance that I get. You know, I'm part of the brand. I fully believe in the Bad Boy. Can't deny that. These two just put on a great match, as I say. So if you get a chance to ever see either of these two in action, I fully implore you to do so for yourselves.